Uh-oh, I'm trying to find something that will stay on top of the water, but everything I try sinks to the bottom. Let's put on our problem-solving hats and figure out what object will float. Here are the items I have on hand. Idea number 1, clay. Idea number 2, cotton. Idea number 3, tinfoil. What do you think will float? Clay, cotton, or tinfoil? Let's experiment and see. First up, clay. Plop! It sinks right away. Next, cotton. And down it goes. Last, a tinfoil ball. That sinks too. So none of my ideas worked. I wonder, what if I changed their shape to something I know does float? Like a boat. Do you think they will sink or float? Let's give it a try.
Yeah!
Okay, I made a clay boat. And it floats. Cotton boat. Well, it floats for a moment. On to tinfoil. Wow, it floats too. But why did they sink before but float now? When the items were in a ball, all of the air had been squeezed out, so they sank. But when we reshaped them to be spread out, we made space for more air, so they floated. Since cotton soaks up water, it's not too long before there is no air left to make it float. So it's not just what something is made of, but how it is built. People who build and test things to make them work better are called engineers. Today we built, we tested, and we made our ideas better. That makes us little engineers. Problem solved. Thanks for exploring with me, problem solvers. Until next time, keep on discovering.